Hey, what's going on, my girl? It's Christopher James. It's Kate Simon, Christopher James. We're here to have a good time tonight, man. Welcome to the party. Have a little issues, some technical problems with the green screen, but that's all right. Because in just a second, we ain't going to worry about all this shit because I got somebody coming on who I fucking love. This guy is awesome. He's a badass. He heals up like Wolverine. So we're going to bring him on to the show right here and right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, please welcome in, fighting out of Cape Coral, Florida. Woo, it's a little loud right there, a little hot. The man himself, the one and only Niko, the hybrid Price.
What up?
How you doing?
Great.
Can you hear me good and everything?
Oh, everything's awesome. Yeah, I hear you perfect.
That's awesome, man. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Well, first of all, dude, I couldn't tell that you were in a fight last week. I mean, even yesterday I saw you. We did a little video call or day before, and you even look better now, man. Tell me your healing powers.
God. First off, thanks to God for everything. Healing, fighting, living my life through his eyes. Just a blessing. All glory to him.
But how do you heal up like that, dude? I need to know. Because I'm old. I need to have some of your regenerative power.
Dude, I just pray. That's all I do. I literally been sitting on the couch praying.
That's it, huh?
You know? Because I got to find out why the fight went the way it went.
And
why I didn't get my last minute, why I let him hit me with those left hooks. So.
And have you gotten any answers?
That's my secret.
That's why I love you, dude. That's why I love you. So,
you know it, man. How about you?
Me, I'm doing good, man. You know, I went up to Jacksonville last week, got some interviews. The people at the hotel there were a bunch of assholes, tried to kick me off a public sidewalk, and they got some of the UFC people to come out and talk to me. And I'm like, these people all know me, you know, like Heidi, and you know Heidi. Heidi knows me and everything, and she got all these people involved. And I told them, I said,
dude, Heidi's my UFC mom.
I mean, she's awesome, you know, she's a good lady. So she knows who I am. So they got all these UFC people, and the UFC people said, look, he ain't bothering anybody. Leave him alone. He's just getting interviews. He's standing over to the side. He's not bothering your hotel guests. They actually tried to screw me in. A cop came driving by, and I flagged down the cop. And I said, can I stand here on the sidewalk? As long as I'm not bothering anybody, I'm not breaking any laws. He goes, I don't care. He goes, it's a sidewalk. It's public property. The girl at the hotel, the security lady, she goes, it's private property. He goes, I don't know where you're from, but that sidewalk all the way up to your steps to your door, that's public property. If he wants to stand right there, he can. He's trying to be nice and just stand off to the side, wait for the people he has appointments with to come outside because he doesn't want to enter the hotel because he has corona things. So the cop basically told her to piss off, bitch. So yeah, you know, get the fuck out of here with your bullshit, man. What the fuck are you doing? So anyway, but yeah, I had a good time. I got a great interview with Walt Harris. Really cool interview with Mike Davis. It sucks that he couldn't fight.
I know.
And who else did I interview that? Oh, Walt Harris. Who else did I interview that day? I don't even fucking remember. That's how crazy that day was because people were just fucking. Oh, Chase Sherman on his return back. So had a good time. And the fights were awesome all last week, man. All three events. But the creme de la creme was your event. UFC 249. You're on the card. First event back. How did you feel, man, being part of that? You know, and I'm not even going to ask you how you felt before because before a fight, it's a fight. But after the fight, after, you know, you got out of the hospital and you got all cleaned up and you had a minute to reflect on being part of what really is, I mean, every event's history, but real crazy history. So have you thought about that moment?
Sitting in the hospital.
Huh?
Was when I was reflecting because I had 3 hours to sit in the hospital. You know, I came in, they did some x-rays, they did a CT scan on my head, and then they stitched me up. And then I just had to sit there. So I was sitting on this bed, and I'm just like, man, I was just part of history. The first fight back, and then the first fight on the prelims. So I got to start the whole like ESPN off, you know. So me and Vicente went in there and we just, dude, we beat the shit out of each other. It was so much fun.
Hey, shout out to you from.
I don't know if you saw, but right before the third round, I was like, "Come get some."
Oh, I saw you, dude.
That's what I was saying to him. Come get it.
That's what Niko Price does. And on the screen there, there's a comment from Debbie Gamble, Florida's #1 MMA fan. She says, "Hi, Niko."
Debbie.
And
she's the biggest MMA fan in the world. We need to get her something to the UFC.
And as
we
far
need to get her,
as
like, next event I'm fighting at or something, you know?
Yeah,
like,
we need to get Dana White to bring her to a fight. Something. Give her a whole backstage thing.
Dude, Dana White is a great guy.
Yep.
After the fight, he came to the back, shook my hand, said it was awesome. He went over to Vicente, shook his hand, told him it was awesome. It was, dude, this is a blessing. You can't lose when you have fights like that. Like,
nope, you can't. And
you can't
Frank
lose.
Morjan.
I learned so much every time I have a crazy war like that. Like, I learned, you guys don't even know how much I learned in this fight. I learned so much about myself. I learned that I can legit throw punches as hard as I want the whole entire 15 minutes and keep feeling good. So now I'm learning so much more about myself. Woo! Now I can put so much more into the fight.
That's
so
awesome.
I'm excited for the future.
Yeah, and on the comment screen also, Frank Morjan, he commented, "Amen." After you made your comment about putting it all on the Lord, and he also wrote this: "Niko, first class fighter representing Florida." So, and you're one of Florida's favorite. You're definitely one of Florida's favorite sons, man. We love you to death, man. So the fight with Vicente, and everybody saw it. It was a war. Chael Sonnen said you were winning up until you lost. I can't
That's
say
the funniest thing.
Hang on,
because aren't we always?
I can't say I thought you were winning before you lost because people think I'm biased, and I am a little biased for you. You're like part of my extended fight families, and you always will be. But in all reality, I thought you were having a good win there. But and then you lost.
I thought I was doing good. I was praying that it would go to the scorecards because we were neck and neck, man, or lost. But I lost anyway. Lucky. I'll do that here in a minute. Oxygen's for wussies.
Good stuff. I got a good strain going on right now, man. It's good stuff. So,
what you sitting with?
Yeah, I don't even remember the name of it. My friend bought it for me. AJ Rivero also had you winning the fight. But
AJ, what's up, brother?
Since you said that you wanted to see the score, you wanted to go to the scorecards, just for shits and giggles, I'm going to pull up Fight Metric because now I want to know what the numbers look like in your fight with Vicente. So let me see. Let me pull it up. I know
that me and Vicente threw so many punches.
All right, so
I threw 307 total.
Let me tell you, I got the numbers right here. The total punches thrown for Vicente was 130 significant strikes landed out of a 237, and Niko Price was 129 out of 291. Now, I'm going to break it down by round. In round one, he outstruck you 51-38. In round two, it was 40-40. You both hit 40. And in round three, it was 39 for him and 51 for you. So he took the first round.
And I got a takedown the first round, but he dropped me the third. Dude,
he
was just a fucking – hey,
so,
look.
But people out there saying
– you look at a scorecard like that and you're like –
But my point is
that
it was a lot closer of a fight than a lot of people thought. Just because you had a lot of blood and damage, they're like, and sometimes the blood and damage – sometimes the blood and damage blinds people watching the fight. Not the fighter, but the people watching, and they get blinded by the blood, and they don't score it correctly. But like when John Jones fought Gustafsson, because he was bleeding, everybody thought, oh my God, John lost, but he didn't lose. He won that fight clearly. I don't know why people even are controversial about it. So there's the numbers right
I
there.
just have a lot of scar tissue.
Yeah,
I
shit
have so
happens,
much
man.
scar tissue.
That's what happens when you're a
So,
pro fighter, man. Shit happens. So,
and I'm getting used to fighting with blood in my eyes, so I'm cool. Get it.
Yeah, and before I forget, on the bottom of the screen, the scroll's rolling on. Hold on a second, I gotta dump that out of there. I want to give happy birthdays to
Happy
UFC
birthday,
fighter Hannah Goldie, Jalen the Tarantula
Turner.
Turner, Brian Butler, the CEO of
good.
Sucker Punch Entertainment, and a fan of the sport, a friend, Audie Vigil, who passed away last year. He finally lost his battle with cancer and smiling down from heaven on us every single day. I know he is, man. He was such good people, and I miss him a lot. We didn't agree on everything when it came to fights and stuff, but he was a fan through and through. You know what I'm saying? That's what we love. Now, we move on from this fight because the other day we were talking on the phone and we were trying to figure out, who you wanted next. And you told me who you wanted next. I put up a post that said, if you guys, come at me and you give me an X amount of likes, I'll reveal before Monday night. So the reveal was Niko wants to fight Platinum Mike Perry. And Niko wants to take his head off. Now
man, fight him.
Hang on. Now, before all you guys get in there and Niko tells us what the call-out's all about, a couple of people asked me, because they know I'm a fan of Niko and a friend with Niko, and I'm a fan of Mike and a friend of Mike. They asked me who I'm going to root for in this fight. And I'm going to tell Niko right here to his face. I'll tell Mike the same thing. All I'm rooting for in this fight is that the fans get a good show and that both of you guys come out and don't die, because you guys are going to beat the shit out of each other if this fight gets booked. So I can take no sides, but I love you both.
So, I learned a lot from. Oh yeah.
Niko froze up for a second. Sometimes it happens. He's out in the middle of the woods.
Whatever. The boonies. Am I back?
You're back.
Am I here?
You're here.
Oh, okay. So I learned a lot about Vicente. Not they're spiteful. Shutting off by every fight that he beat. When I went, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm fighting the top 15 the whole time. I'm going to give you everything. You get 150 right now. And that's all I was thinking every round. Even when I got dropped and shit, I was like, what the fuck just happened? I didn't see it because it came from this side. And I was like, motherfucker. But
it happened.
As I fell, I yelled. I was like, shit. And I looked at him. I was like, come get it. And I was trying to kick and move, but then the the ref was just like, hold on. And I was like, what the hell? Oh, before I forget, shout out to my brother out there, Miguel Baeza, coming in there, getting that bonus, getting that knockout, killing the game. You guys better watch out. Hey, I'm a threat in the welterweight division, but you guys better all worry about Miguel.
Yeah, because he's coming.
Watch out.
He ain't playing around. He's definitely coming. He put on a great show. Took out a legend in Matt Brown. Hell of a before, and he got fucked up early in the first round. I thought Miguel was going out, but
he got
his toughness.
Oh no, that's the thing. When you hit him, that's when the real Miguel comes out, and then now that's when you get a different guy out of everything.
Yeah, he looked great. All right, so
he did. He went in there. That's my boy.
Get
him, Miguel, man.
So tell us.
I was breaking windows and shit.
All right, so let's move on to Mike Perry. There's been a history where you guys have a little bit of bad blood. Tell us where the feud came up and why now is the right time for you to call out Mike Perry.
Well, I mean, I've been calling him out for such a long time. I'm actually sick of it. But, one day we will get in there, It might be next. It might not be next. Sean, I've known from Texas Sean Shelby that you don't always get what you want. When the timing's right, you can get it, of course. But everyone's timeline has to fit it the same. So eventually I'll get in there with him. And, it's going to be a great me and him. he's proven he's durable. I'm durable. Let's go. You know, it'll be a great fight. For
But
real,
what's
though.
the beef? What's the beef from?
What is the beef from? Because I was supposed to fight him at Fight Time.
Oh, on the early regional shows.
Before the UFC. They offered him 1-1, the 1,000.
Right.
And he said, "Fuck you guys." He told me that because I messaged him. I was like, "What, are you afraid to fight?" He goes, he told me some. I forgot. I don't even remember. He probably has it saved, knowing him. Fucking. He started talking shit to me, and I was talking shit, and all that. And he goes, "They offered me this. Fuck that. That's stupid. That's chump change." And I was like, "It is. I guess it is chump change." But they weren't paying me much more. I just like fighting people.
Yeah, I mean, it's the regional scene. You know, you're not getting UFC money.
Hell no. And then that fight that he said no with me, then he got bumped into the UFC. And I was like, damn it. You beat me to it. But then I had one more fight, and then I made it into the UFC. So.
I love medical marijuana.
It's bueno. Keep the head straight. The Mountain Dew bottle is see-through.
Yeah, but awesome. My Mountain Dew bottle. Yeah.
You did that last time, I remember.
Yeah, because I got the green screen going on. Like, where am I little red?
I see you on the beach.
Yeah. Oh, you want to go to the beach? We can go to the beach. Let me take you to the beach here. Let me take us to the beach, or something close to the beach. Let's see what I got going on here. There we go.
There we go.
All right.
Sunset or
all right, man. I might have to take off my shirt. It just got warm in here. I don't know, man. Son of a bitch.
I'm sweating over here too.
So, over the years now, you and Mike are both seasoned veterans of the UFC. There was a point where Mike's trajectory was really high, and then he took some bumps and losses. He's kind of alternating back and forth. You guys have kind of had the same career trajectory. You know,
I've never lost more than one in a row.
Right. So. But you've alternated, what I'm saying. I mean, he's had a couple losses in a row. You've alternated wins and losses. Yeah. So, I don't remember his record. I don't remember your record either now off the top of my head. But I think your records are – I think he's got a few more losses. Let me pull it up now because now I got to know. Let me see.
I'm curious too. I don't even know what mine is anymore. I think it's 14-4.
I think you might be right on your record. I'm pulling it up right now. Let me send Mike Perry's record. We got right here. Where is it? All right, Mike Perry. Mike Perry is 13-6, and Mr. Niko Price, and that's according to SureDog. Niko Price. Oh, it's funny. I type your name in and you get your little picture right next to your face. That's pretty fucking dope. You know,
the Pepsi signed one.
Huh? The
Pepsi signed one.
It's just a white background with your hair kind of up in a hawk, and you're 14-4. So relatively the same record. You know, I mean, 13-6, 14-4. You have 18 fights. He has 19. You know, so you guys both got enough experience. You know, Mike in his last fight took a loss to Jeff Neal. It was the first time he got finished like that in his career. You know, TKO. And you got stopped in your last fight against TKO. Common opponents that you lost to, you both lost to Vicente. That dude's a tough dude. So, you know, let's see. How many common opponents do you guys have? I wonder.
I think Jeff and Vicente.
Yep, Vicente, Jeff. Yeah, that's it. Vicente and Jeff, that's all I can see. At least up in the big show. So, and that's cool. Mike's life has had its ups and downs and bouncing around and going crazy. And, you know, he was
bad decisions in life.
Yeah, some people make bad decisions. You know,
I mean, I'm not saying he's a POS. I'm not saying that.
Oh, of course.
The fork was in the road, and he might have went a little to the wrong way.
Yeah, you know what?
But he comes back. he'll come back. He'll fight somebody. Hopefully he does good. Unless it's versus me, hopefully he loses. But
he's been beefing with Darren Till again recently. Him and Till are going at it.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they gonna have another spa date?
Say again?
Are they gonna have another spa date?
I don't know, man, but they might have another spa date.
Well, Platinum walked up to him and asked him if he wants to
That
spar.
was so funny.
But Till thought he said spa.
Yep.
So he's like, "Wait, you want to go sit down in the steam room together?" What the fuck? I
All right,
remember
crazy
watching
stuff.
that interview. It's hilarious.
All right, so I got some. Alan Joban. You guys both fought Joban too. Good call. All right, so Curtis
Yeah.
Blades.
I
We got
knocked him
Curtis Blades, UFC heavyweight, watching the show. We got Elon Cruz watching the
What's
show.
up, dog?
Curtis said about the switch of the
Curtis
scenery.
Blades,
He goes,
get it.
Curtis said, my scenery is trippy. Elon said, your
Yes.
face is beautiful, Niko.
Thank you. Thank you. I made sure that the camera's pointing right at the ugly spot. Beautiful.
Talking about Alan Joban, so Richie Price, that's your dad, right?
That's my dad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Richie Price
He's
said
crazy.
Harry lost, and then
Come at you on
Niko won. Now, you know what's funny? Since your dad's watching, I want you to tell the story you told me the other day about what your son did to your dad in the pool.
Oh, my dad was sitting in his hands and knees in the pool, and my other son loves punching. And he looks over at me, like winks at me, like, and then just boom, socked my dad right in the mouth, man. Oh, and then my dad like stiff armed him. It was hilarious. But they were in a little kiddie pool, so he didn't like stiff arm him into the concrete. He hit the pool water. He was good.
Right. How old is your son?
2.
2. And he went and just popped granddad right in the face.
Straight right.
Straight right.
Boom.
Where'd he catch him?
Oh, right here. Yeah, I think there's raccoons out right now.
You know, raccoons? Niko literally lived out on a big piece of land out in the middle of Florida. He's got a river behind it, a little creek behind his house. He's got all kinds of wild animals, and his kid his son tries to steal his knife to go out there and kill the ducks. There's all kinds of crazy stuff going on at the Price family ranch.
Oh, yeah. I'm about to try to see if I can chase an armadillo real quick.
Oh, really? Are we going armadillo hunting with Niko Price? Why, yes, we are. Ladies and gentlemen, live armadillo hunting. First time ever on Cage Live with Christopher James.
I can't see him.
Fucking
He ran under.
Oh, he's under the
This
shed thing.
This is my chicken coop. These are my chickens.
Your chickens?
Sleeping.
Yep.
But yeah, 9 chickens.
So you guys have farm fresh eggs all the time?
Not yet. They're
Soon.
not big enough yet. Yeah, in about 3 months we'll have fresh eggs.
Will you, when it comes time to do it, will you eat those chickens?
Oh yeah. Fuck.
Do you think
I haven't built a bond to them.
Do you think your kids will be too attached for you to cook them?
Oh, they gotta go to school one day. Sorry, I didn't say it like that, but
Oh my gosh, man, that's funny. He's like, man.
welcome to the woods, bro. Out here, dude, shit eats shit. That's how it lives.
Yeah, so for you guys that don't know, Niko has 5 children. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Three boys and 2 girls.
Yeah.
And all 5 of these kids, well, 4 of them right now, because one's only, like 7 months old or something, right?
He's bitty.
We got the little baby. But the other ones all can get up, they walk, they talk, they shit, they piss, they break windows in the house. They are wild and rambunctious.
A lot of windows.
They're wild and rambunctious, but Niko will be the first to tell you they're wild, crazy. You got to watch out because they'll try to punch or kick you. Which one of your kids is the most badass?
My second youngest son, Micah, is the killer. He
Is
gets
that the one
dude,
that
he
popped
got
Grandpa?
kicked in. Oh, he just shit somewhere. I just heard my wife yell, "Go to the
Uh-oh.
potty now!" Because we're potty training.
Wait, but
He probably just standing there in front of her pooing.
the one you're talking about is the one that hit your father in the face, right?
Yeah,
Crazy.
he's the one that causes damage. He busted me in the nose 2 nights ago, and I started bleeding. So look, the first night coming back from after the fight, this kid headbutts me in the middle of the night. Oh my god, the worst pain in the world. I wake up screaming. And then after that, 2 nights ago, he punched me in the middle of the night, just square on the nose, and my shit just starts bleeding everywhere. I'm like, this guy, what are you doing?
What's up with that shit?
So, yeah, dude, he's savage. Even in his sleep, he punches and kicks and wrestles. And, I love him.
What did your daughter say to you? You told me something funny she said to you when you got home from the fight.
She goes, "Did you lose?" Yeah, baby, I lost. I'm sorry. She started laughing because I was like, yeah.
Didn't she say something else about the blood or something?
I don't remember.
I think you said to me, she said, "Damn," or like she didn't say "damn." She goes, "Daddy, you bled a lot."
Oh yeah, she said, "Dad, your face is bleeding a lot in the fight." I was like, yeah, I know. Just trying to stop it, but it just kept coming out.
How do you take that from your kids? You know, they watch your fights, they know what you do, and they respect you, of course. But does it sting a little bit when your kid goes, "You lost"?
Oh, it hurts the most when your kid says it.
Oh,
It's like, you just... Yeah, I just wait. One day you're gonna be training 50 extra burpees. I remember all of these.
Oh, that's awesome. Let's see. Raul Fontaine Jr. is in the house.
What's up, Uncle Raul?
That's awesome. That's your uncle. Has any of your kids beat him up?
No, he's in Miami. That's my wife's uncle.
He's safe from the fucking craziness.
He's on the other coast. When they come over, whenever they come over, everyone's got to be careful. Everybody who walks in my house needs to be careful because they don't discriminate. They just nut hit.
I can't even imagine you showed up at your house and having to look out for 5 little ninjas coming to kick my in the balls or something.
You'd be like, okay, I see those two. What? Oh, where did that one come from? And then the other one's standing over there looking at you like, gotcha.
Yeah. Hey, there's another comment on the screen. See that?
Where? Yeah, Drew?
Yeah.
Yep. What up, brother?
Is that one of your peeps?
Dude, I have so many peeps. Oh, yeah. Drew,
right,
Drew. Patrick. There's so many people. Debbie, always. What's up, Debbie?
All right, so to jump off you. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to share this one because it's about me. Chris the Legend. Thank you very much. So I got a comment here from one of my followers, Forrest Daniels. Drew Craig first. He says, "Big fan, buddy." He's a big fan. I don't know if he's talking to you or me.
I would say you.
No, he's probably talking to you, man. PJ Windle said, "Niko Price, what's up, homie?"
What it do?
All right, so I'm going to give you some questions from the fans. Some might be about you and your fighting. Some might be about you fighting Mike Perry in the future. The first one comes up from Forrest Daniels, and he wants to know your thoughts on the UFC 250 main event, Amanda Nunes versus Felicia Spencer for the Women's Featherweight Championship of the world.
So I really like Felicia. She's dope. We fought together in Canada, and we got to hang out and talk a little after. Her boyfriend, and then
her husband now.
Seth, husband, yeah.
Yeah.
And Seth Petruzzelli. Seth Petruzzelli grew up in Cape Coral. Yeah, and he's crazy.
Oh, he's fucking. I love that dude.
Cape Coral guy. He's a crazy motherfucker. I love him. And we all got to talk and stuff. And that girl, Spence, has no fear. She goes in there with anybody, Like, the thing is, Amanda Nunes knocked out Cyborg. And I've seen Amanda train.
She's the
and
truth.
I know what she is. She's something different.
Yeah.
So, like,
didn't you catch some training with her? Didn't you get some training with her down at? Didn't you get some training in with her at MMA Masters before she moved to ATT?
No, I got to watch her train.
Okay.
All the time at American Top Team.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Like, when she just got there, she got there like a year before I left. So, like, when I made my debut was when she knocked out Ronda Rousey.
Right. What a fuck.
Yeah, we were in the back when she came back in. They were popping bottles and everyone's shooting bottle caps and champagne everywhere. It was the craziest shit ever. So amazing. But yeah, that girl, that woman is something different, special. Not like she's a fucking beast. I don't know.
Now you're a 170-pound welterweight male fighter, and
Yes.
she's a 145-pound, 135-pound female champion. While I say that the physiology of a man, stronger, more dense, I mean everything, but are there any guys in the UFC that you legitimately think Amanda could beat them?
I would say there's probably a handful she can get a hold of.
All right, so let me drop a name on you. Henry Cejudo.
No.
No? She's so much bigger than him.
I don't care.
His wrestling, he'd dump her on her ass. All right.
No, he alone.
What now?
You know there's 1%ers in the world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's that 0.5%. He's the 0.5% of the 1%. Dead ass, bro. Oh, and I mean that with combat sport knowledge.
I know. He's a legitimate Olympic gold medalist.
When I saw him in the hotel, he walked by me and he was like, they all had their mask on and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him like, who the fuck is that? And then I saw his manager and I was like, oh, I know exactly that's Henry. And then right when I saw him, I was like, what's up, bro? Tap, tap, tap. And I screamed in his face. Tap, tap, tap. And he was like, and then he just fucking started cracking up. Everyone started laughing and shit. And we just kept walking.
Just doing your shit. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now, PJ Wendell said your face is healing up really nicely. He also said that Darren Till wants to thump Platinum Perry too. So that
wouldn't happen because I don't think Till wants to come back to 70.
I don't think he can make 70.
Dude, you seen him recently? That dude is gargantuous.
Enormous.
Yeah, I saw him when he was cutting to 170.
That's
when I lost to Razak. I fought on the Dallas card.
Yep.
So, I saw him when he was cutting to 170. I saw him after making weight. He looked like a 70-year.
And then he rehydrated.
Dude, he's big. He's big man.
He's one of those guys that he's so big. I think if he tried to keep cutting down to 170, he'd kill himself.
It's going to kill his organs, man.
He's going to die. That's how I feel. I mean,
that's why I don't cut so much because, I got a lot of kids. I got to be able to be a parent after the career.
Correct. And it's funny because I was talking this morning. I do a little show in the morning, sometimes called Fired Up. And we were talking about weight cutting. And, the reason you guys cut weight, from my understanding and years of talking with fighters and being in the sport, the reason you guys cut weight is because you want to try to have an advantage over your opponent on fight night, a little more weight, a little more strength. However, my argument had always been, and I would say 94% of bookings, you're fighting a guy that is going to cut down to 170 like you. You know, and if you were walking around at 190, chances are he was probably walking around 190. So when you guys rehydrate and everything, you're the same. So what's the point of cutting all the weight? The only guy that I would say you had an advantage over was Frankie Edgar when he was the lightweight champion of the world, because he fought at 155 and he walked at 156. So Greg Maynard and all those guys that were trying to beat him up were walking into the octagon at 170, 175. So in that instance,
but dehydrated, malnourished.
Say again?
They were all dehydrated, malnourished, and he was like, "Bro, I've been eating good. I got full energy. I'm charged up."
But but the point being is that's the case where the weight cut becomes an advantage for the guy who's trying to be bigger. But you fought Luque. You and Luque were the same size on fight night.
Yeah.
So what's the point?
No, I walk around like 187. The heaviest I will get is like 197, maybe.
Okay,
I
so
don't break 200.
So you walk at 187. So why not just fight at 185?
Because I stood next to Uriah Hall.
Yeah.
And Jacare and all those guys. And they're big. They're bigger than me.
But if you decided to fight at 185, I'm sure you would work out and put on some muscle to go with it. So you'd probably get up to maybe 190, with muscle on, and then you just cut 5 pounds.
No. I would get up to 215.
And then cut back down to 185? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
That defeats what I'm trying to get you to do.
It would be a bulk cycle is the way you would treat it. You would treat it as, okay, so I'm going to do this for 2 weeks, bulk, eat, get as big as I can in those 2 weeks. That'll leave me 3 weeks, 2 weeks of cutting down, and then the last week of dieting completely for the weight cut, and just focus on the technique and the dieting. But those 2 weeks that cutting down are your hard weeks of like sparring, getting those weight sessions in, getting those long runs in, building those layers for the wars,
Yeah, but
and then you get ready to peak. Because once you cut that weight down, you have new muscle and you're lighter, and you'll be able to perform totally different than you ever think you'll be able to.
Yeah, but don't you think you would still be better suited?
Just change that shit on me.
Yeah, the crowd was behind me. I'm getting questions from the crowd, so I have to ask them. The point that I was trying to make for you at 187, if you got yourself, put on some weight, right, and then you only have to cut, let's say you get up to 192. So you have to cut 7 pounds before your fight. Don't you think that would serve you better because you would be so naturally healthy? You wouldn't have depleted and dehydrated, because you know as well as I do, Niko, no matter what you do, you're not recovering your full body to where it should be in 24 to 36 hours from after you get on the scale. It's a physical impossibility.
Definitely.
Right.
Not to 100%.
So, but if you cut 7 pounds instead, 7 easy pounds, basically take a couple of shits and miss a meal on the fucking day before the weigh-in, because you would be in so.
Tell you right now, that didn't work. It didn't work with me when I fought Jeff. So when I fought Jeff came in at like, I don't know, 190.
Right.
Like when I fought him, Neil, he was big. I came in at 178.
Yep.
And he held my hand above my head and punched me in the head. Just to let you know. So it doesn't always work that way. Some people are freaks. They lose 20 pounds, they gain 25 back. It's just weird. It's however the person's body is, dude. Like, some people are blessed with it. Some people don't have it. Like, they can't do the weight cutting, or they're in the wrong division. They haven't found their shit. I was blessed to find it shit from the beginning. I tried going 55 once, passed out, woke up in a sauna, and I just never tried it again. And that was in the amateur days. So
yeah. See, and I just got a comment. Aaron Skinner says the only way to stop major weight cuts is same-day weigh-ins. I think.
Have you ever fought a same-day weigh-in, Aaron Skinner?
Same-day weigh-ins are worse.
They suck. So now
you have
we're going
no time to recover and rehydrate.
No, we would fight completely dehydrated.
You'd have to.
and you would fight. You wouldn't get to rehydrate your organs. You more knockouts, more people concussed.
Yeah, because the
That would
oxygen to your
probably be
brain.
worse. Not to
Oh
be
no,
mean to Aaron who said it, but I think that would be worse.
I think it would be
My
horrible.
first losses ever was on a same day weigh-in. I didn't recover. I
It's
had
true.
to cut the weight, and I just died in the fight. Like, I went to the hotel, I had the meal, I was trying to recover with the water. In the
Right.
fight, nothing.
Can't do it.
Yeah. But
It's just not a good, it's just not
not a
the right
good
thing to do.
outcome. Oh, I lost you right there. Oh, there you go. Where are you at now? Look, you're in a hole.
I'm in the Matrix.
That's what I thought of right when I saw it. Deal.
All right, so here's another comment about weight cutting, multi-weigh-in leading up to the fight. What do you think of that?
So you can get down to the health cut or the weight healthily with the proper amount and everything. Yeah, I would. That's how one, I think, does it. Like, one does it to where you have to be hydrated on the scale.
Yeah,
So
that's
like, you have
weird.
to cut past the weight, then they hydrate up to the weight. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I don't know. Sorry.
Sorry. That's nuts, dude. It's a real weird thing. Kevin also says, "Sup, cuz?" And here's one for you from Jeremy Churchfield. He's like, "No cap, but is Perry still even fighting?"
I don't know. Last I heard, he was taking a break.
Yeah.
So he can learn. He said the better people take breaks to learn.
It's true.
Some ways,
definitely true. I mean, I think it's smart to take a break sometimes and work on the game, without having the pressure of a fight over your shoulder. I think sometimes, everybody in their fight career, in my opinion, has done that at some point. I got to go refresh, retool, get some new stuff in the bag, come back, and then go, and then do a 3 or 4 fight run.
Everybody. Yeah, I don't know. I think the longest break I took since I've been in the UFC was when I got suspended from the Texas fight. When I fought Morano.
Yeah, that was a little funny.
That was hilarious.
All right, so let's.
9-day notice, and then they give you some BS.
All right.
He said, my cousin said, I guess he learned to be humble.
Here Jeremy Churchfield says,
Yeah.
You go all day. All damn day.
That's sick.
Yeah, I love it, man. That's my real
You got
voice.
so many cool little things now.
Oh yeah, we here we can do this. Hold on a second. Where's the damn thing over here? I just threw a little. Let's see.
That's big dog.
All right, here it comes.
Oh, this is like some Jersey Shore. Anyway.
Three, two, 1. 3, 2, 1.
That sounds like the animals in the woods out here.
Wait, let me do it. Where does it go?
You need to get the night at the Roxbury.
Hey!
night at the Roxbury?
Put the hands up! Put the
Oh shit! Got a little John in the building.
We just like to have fun here all night long. You know, we get all stupid and stuff. I actually got some other stuff I'm going to debut next week that I have to finish getting built into the computer program. Debbie says, "Go Niko, go Chris." Like we cutting up, man. It's Dance Party Live on Kate's side. So, sounds like Puerto Rican Day in Puerto Rican Day in Brentwood. Dude, that's where I'm from.
No way.
Yeah, I grew up in Brentwood, bro.
That's New York or
yeah,
North?
Brentwood, New York, Long Island.
Yeah, that's where my family is.
East Islip.
East Iceland, yeah. That's where I'm from.
I be knowing
no
shit.
No wonder you like me. I like you.
Yeah.
We mesh, bro.
That's why, man. It's that New York thing. Yeah, because I remember Kevin messaged me the other day, or on a comment, he said something about Brentwood. He goes, "We're from East Islip, man. It's like 2 towns, you know." He's like, "Yeah, 2 towns away." I used to ride my bike all over Islip and East Islip, get into all kinds of trouble, start shit with kids over there, and then go back to our streets in Brentwood and be like, "Come fuck with us."
That's awesome.
You know, that was like in the early 70s. It was in the early 70s and 80s where, you know, shit just got stupid from when you were a kid in New York. You know, it was just fucking nuts. So, but it was a good time, man. There was something else I did want to ask you that was oh my God, what the hell was the question? Sometimes I forget shit, you know, because we got that jam party and I went all off the rails.
Miguel's knockout was awesome. Yes, it was. Sorry.
Oh, back to the UFC 249, the fight week, because I didn't touch on this when we started talking, then we moved on past it. Tell us about the whole corona testing and the nose thing and everything they were doing, implementing to keep you guys safe. Because Bloody Elbow, who I fucking hate, has been doing, you know, and all they do is bag on the UFC any chance they get. So they put out an article that the UFC wasn't following their own protocols, and they were just shitting all over it, man. And that, to me, Bloody Elbow is one of the most well-known MMA sites that we have. But I can't understand how any fighter would want to do an interview with those guys when they do nothing but perpetually shit on the UFC, the place where you guys work. They were shitting on the UFC for putting on the event because they felt it's too soon. That's shitting on the fighter. And then they're going to go ask the fighter, "Hey, talk to us after you had that great fight." You know, I'd be like, "Go fuck yourself, dude. You didn't even want us to fight, man. Go fuck yourself. Don't call me for an interview ever again."
Yeah.
You know, I just think it's bullshit, man. So
I got tested twice when I was there in 1 week. I think that's plenty of times to get tested for the corona. And what is it? Tuesday to Saturday. I don't even know how many days that is. What, 4 or 5 days?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they kept yelling at me to put my damn mask on. I kept forgetting my mask because I'm forgetful about a mask. But they gave us a bag of masks and a bag of mask and a bag of gloves. They gave us some hand sanitizer. They checked our temperatures every day. Yeah, they took care of us. I felt safer there than I did going into a freaking Publix when I came back to get some food, or Walmart scares me. You know, out here I'm in like the Wood Walmart.
Yeah, I know.
You get some fun sightings out here.
Oh yeah, I
guess Corona's bringing out the whole different side. Whole different side I ain't never seen before.
The freaks come out at night.
Yeah, Walmart just turned into a Corona testing station. I ain't going to that Walmart no more.
Oh hell no!
Fuck that. What's up, Mendoza? Oh, you know it.
He said you get your sexy back on. I'm telling you, dude, I'm really amazed at the healing power. There was even, I think Dana White or somebody even, the UFC shared a picture of you and your Wolverine healing attributes. I thought that was fucking awesome. I love what you do that. That's good shit, man. But so the corona testing, they were all over it. They stayed on top of everybody, you know. And I know, like, you know.
So I was there when Jacare was there. They wouldn't let no one go near him.
Of course.
Because I guess he must have thought he did or something.
Yeah, he had said something when he got to town that he had a family member that had been exposed and possibly had the virus.
They kept him in his room.
Yeah,
He
they
was
had
in front the
to.
whole time. I saw him twice, and when I did, he was 6 feet away from everybody.
Yep. Even when he faced off with Uriah.
He wouldn't even go close.
Nope.
So like, dude, they did the shit good. Me and my corner felt safe.
Yeah.
And I would totally fight again. As soon as I get healed up here in a couple weeks, yeah, I'm down to go fight in the island, man.
The island.
I'm already running. I was lifted today. I did some squats. I did some bench press, some sumo squats with on the
You know
boxing ball.
you know what you need to do, man?
I ran 2 miles yesterday.
I know it'd be hard for you because you wouldn't want to be away from your kids, but from now on, for every fight camp you do, you need to go 2 weeks with Tony Ferguson. Because you and that motherfucker are the same. As far as Tony's already back in the gym training. Fucking Eddie fucking Bravo was already talking about it. He's already back in the gym working on shit, doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him in Jacksonville Tuesday last week before the Wednesday night event when I was up there interviewing guys. I saw him getting on the bus. He was getting ready to leave town, but he was standing outside for a few minutes, and this was before security came and started fucking with me.
He was dancing.
He was just having a good time, dude. I said hello to him. I said, man, what a fucking fight. He was like, thanks, bro. He was just like, he didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And
he's a professional. That's how it is.
Well, I mean, he took a beating that night. I mean, there's, some guys just don't take it well.
Yeah, but you got to learn from the guys who have sportsmanship. That's a big part of this game. I feel.
After your fight, man, you're all bloodied up. Your eye looks like fucking you got hit in the head with a fucking truck, and you're on camera and fucking ESPN going, oh, just it's the picture I used to promote this fight or this interview.
Yes,
because it's such an epic
picture.
But what it shows is, yep, you lost the fight. And you don't give a fuck. You're going to win. You're going to lose some. You're getting paid. And you had fun doing what you love doing. And that's what that face said to me. Now, the other thing.
If I sat there and threw a fit, what would that show my kids?
Yep. The other thing your face said to me that night was, I'm glad I never decided to become a professional fighter. It's not my cup of tea.
Oh, man.
So.
Well, learn from my mistakes.
I'm not going to do it, man. I already learned that you just taught me a valuable lesson. And maybe stop arguing with people on the road in traffic, because something bad could happen. I do it all the time. Rage. I do. I get fucking pissed.
I know you do. Just because your attitude. I know you got road rage.
Dude, man, I don't care if you're 85 years old. If you cut me off, you're getting the finger. Right there. I'd be like, fuck you.
Dude, I flicked the dude off once when I was like, 16. I just got my license. I was trying to be a badass, and I flicked this guy off in a minivan, and this dude cut all the way across this 3 lanes, almost hit me, cut me off, stops in front of me, and jumps out the car and starts running towards my car. I was 16. I was like, I was not expecting this from middle finger. Then I had to do drift around and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, it's funny. When I was like 19 or 20, I was driving a white Ford van. It was my grandmother's van, big full-size van. She let me borrow it for a couple of weeks. My car was getting fixed. So I'm driving it around and doing all my shit. And this guy cuts me off, runs me into a fucking lamppost, right? Now, luckily, I wasn't going fast, so I hit the lamppost, fucking got out, looked at the car, said, fuck this. I got back to the car and I chased this motherfucker down. Fucking, I caught him 3 miles away at a gas station. I saw the car. I saw him ahead of me going. I knew where he was going. So I jumped. I fucking pulled to the gas station. Now you know me. I'm not a big guy at all. And back then, I probably weighed $130 max. With my clothes on and fucking 2 rolls of quarters in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? So, but I get out of the car and I fucking walk in this guy's car and it's a fucking a tricked out Mustang. I start banging on the fucking window. I'm like, get the fuck out of your car, you motherfucker. You ran me into a pole. I'm going to beat you. And I'm fucking just punching the window. I'm losing my shit. Then the door opens. This motherfucker got out of the car. He was about fucking 6'3", 6'4", about 2 feet. I fucking, as soon as I saw him, he got out. I didn't even hesitate. I cracked him in the face as hard as I could, dude. And this is what his face did when I hit him. That was it. And I knew at that moment I was a dead man. This guy just grabbed me. He fucking started beating the shit out of me. And I'm fucking, I'm a kid from Brooklyn, fucking Brentwood. I've been all around. So I'm going to fight as dirty as I fucking can because this guy's a monster. So I'm fucking punching this fucking dude. I'm punching this dude in the balls. And it's not even affecting him. And I'm just going, what the fuck is going on?
His adrenaline's like, I'm going to kill this guy.
And then the cops came. And he got arrested. I got to go home. Only because, there was a witness that saw him run me into the pole. And the same witness said he swung at me first at the gas station. This was before video cameras were everywhere and before social media. So ain't nobody filming it. Because I told you, thank God that time. If there was cameras back then, man, I would have been in jail for a few things.
Well, thank goodness there wasn't.
Yeah. So all right, let's see. Niko Price getting your sexy back on. This guy Jeremy Churchwell said his face is more fucked up than yours just from watching your last fight.
Oh, damn it, Jeremy! What the hey?
Uncle Raul loves the show. I like that.
Yeah.
And Niko is a savage, but he's a great human being, and even in defeat, he shows a great heart. That's the truth. We got Dizzy joining us from Canada. He says he loves the show and love from Canada.
Thank you.
Like the show, eh? What's that all about?
That's a thing. That's really a thing, eh?
Yeah, I know.
It's so crazy.
A and a boot.
It's like,
what's he talking about?
Like us saying, It's like us saying,
Yeah. I like going to other countries and picking up on little things like that, man. I went up to UFC 206 in Toronto, and I was hanging out with Justin Gaethje before he got signed to the UFC. He was cornering one of his teammates, and we took a crazy Uber ride, like with the fucking most loony dude ever, and he had all the Canadian slang and accents and words, and it was just so fucking funny. And I was fucking high as fuck because they had dispensaries, so I'm just it was a damn good time. And over in Europe too, over in Cyprus and in Greece, I've done events over there, and in Kazakhstan. It's really cool that this job, like you get to travel a lot more than me, but my job as an announcer has got me some pretty cool destinations.
You get to go talk to everybody.
Got to go for free. That's the best part about it. Mm-hmm. And I didn't just go for free. I got paid.
That's the best part.
That's the best part.
Yeah, paid to travel.
Is there a destination other than Fight Island that you want to make sure you get to as a fighter?
I would love to go back to Mexico again and fight for all the Mexican fans.
Mexico, huh?
Oh yeah, man, I loved it.
But you've already been there.
Huh?
You've already been there. Is there any other place where you want to go fight because of the historic fighting culture? Like maybe Japan?
I don't know, man. Those are just so far away. I would love to go to Russia, but it's so far away. I'd love to go there. It's like 20-something hour flights.
No, it's not. To Russia?
Man, how far is it to Russia?
Well, it depends. If you fly out of Miami, it's probably a 9.5 hour flight. And if you fly out of Miami and you go to New York City first, and then you shoot across to Moscow, it'd be total. It's 2.5 hours to New York from here, and it's 6.5 hours to Moscow, dude.
That's just so much money. I don't want to fly that much.
You gotta fly. I mean, dude, if you want to see these cool places in the world, you got to go. You got to take these opportunities.
Yeah, if they send me them, I told them I like fighting in the States.
Oh man, you should. Hey, listen,
when I flew to Brazil, dude, the first time I fought Vicente, when I flew to Brazil, it sucked.
Brazil's a long flight.
Yeah, it was 9.5 hours. I was like, this is horrid.
Yeah, you know,
Like,
just go to sleep. Just got to bring some headphones, put on a movie, or just pass out and go to sleep on the plane. You know, I mean, that's what you do.
can't. I'm unable to. I'm awake. I was awake like 8 of the 9 hours of flying.
That's
It's
nuts.
horrible.
I can't do that.
And I didn't even sleep when I got there.
Zachary Oates wants to know if you've been cleared to fight again. I'm going to answer that. He hasn't been cleared to fight again. He's got to make sure that everything's healed under there. It was only a week ago.
I'll tell you tomorrow.
He also said, thank you for the signed shirt.
Yeah.
Did you see the fight between Claudia and
Oots? That's my buddy Norm's friend.
Yeah. Did you see Claudia Gadella and Angela Hill fight the other night?
I watched the highlights of it today.
Okay, so you can't really give a good assessment on who won.
No, but I do know that it was a good fight and they beat each other up.
Yeah, it was a good fight. He asked, the question was for both of us. Dizzy, I saw the fight. I had Angela winning 29-28. She dropped Claudia in the second round. She outstruck her in the second round. She outstruck her in the third round by a good margin. She should have gotten the win. She got screwed. Your uncle said.
I'll watch it again tonight.
Your uncle said, think about all the food from the other places. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That get me going places.
Yeah. I mean, you know, the food in Brazil, the food in Japan. You know,
I could get a cut of the food in Brazil.
What now?
My stomach, it just kept messing my stomach up.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were probably fucking with your food in Brazil because you were fighting a Brazilian guy.
I hope not.
Just kidding, man. There's some passionate fans down there for sure, though. I mean, when they yell, you're going to
there's some crazy fans. They're yelling, they want to cut my fucking head off.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, yeah.
That's how they do it in Brazil.
Cool.
I know, right? Makes you feel good. Hey, we want to cut your head off. Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Nice. So I'll sign that piece of paper later.
Oh, that's what your uncle was trying to say. You can't go to Brazil because of the food there. He was like, he was trying to remind you that fucked up your stomach. All right, so we'll take Brazil off the list. You know, I went to Cyprus and Greece. I don't know, a while back for the XFC. We did a big show there, and I have Crohn's disease, so I have to take medicine. And when I got on the plane to go to Greece, I didn't realize till I landed, but I left all my medication home.
Oh no!
And you know, I was worried about everything, and I was trying. The pharmacies over there, you can go into the pharmacy and pretty much get whatever you want. Just walk in and ask for it, even painkillers and shit. They just walk in, hey, let me get 2 of those, 5 of those, and they just give them to you. So I found somebody that would help me be able to translate to the pharmacy of the medication I needed, and they went and got it for me. They brought it to the hotel, and I never took it. I'm going to tell you something. I ate so much food over there, and stuff that I can't eat at home. Some, you know, like beef and everything, because in Greece and Cyprus, they don't put all the food additives.
Natural.
Oh my God, all the meat, the cakes, everything. It was the best, dude. And the hotel we were staying at, the buffet that we would eat from every day, and it was a hotel casino. And it had a buffet that made some of the most incredible Vegas buffets look like fucking, you know, Duff's smorgasbord.
Good too.
Yeah, and these places made it look like it was, you know, like fucking what's the damn buffet place that everybody
Gold Corral.
Golden Corral. It made Vegas look like Golden Corral in Cracktown. The food quality was incredible. I mean, all fresh fish and meats and cakes and pastries and vegetables and salad. This buffet was so huge. I mean, literally, it was. I can't even give you a comparison. But my God, you know what? The buffet. Have you been to the Apex?
Yes.
So where they do the Contender Series, that whole room, the Apex, the seats, and everything, just the fight part, not all the offices and hallways. That's a decent sized room. That's how fucking big the buffet was at this hotel, and it was just rows and rows of tables. It was called Kratos Premium Resort, and it was fucking incredible, man. So I don't want. That's one of the things I want to go travel for, so I don't need my food medication because fucking I ate like a king over there. I didn't get sick one day.
Mexico.
I came home.
Dude, I was eating so much, and the weight would just fall right off me. Like there's no preservatives. There's like it's cooked fresh. Like literally, I heard them killing the chickens while they were still cooking the chickens. I went and ate in a,
that's what you're going to do when you go back to school. Kill the chickens. I remember you said that a little while ago.
Yeah, the kids go back to school, the chicken might disappear. I think he ran away.
He came at me with a knife.
Yeah, cut his head off.
No, the chicken came at you with a knife. You had to do what you had to do.
Yeah, I'll just tell him, what is it, raccoon got him.
Yeah, there you go. What's for dinner tonight, Dad? Oh, we're having chicken, by the way, to celebrate our chicken that disappeared.
I'll tell him turkey. Yeah, another turkey.
All right, so overall, the UFC put on 3 events. We keep going sideways. That's fine. The UFC did 3 events last week.
Yep.
When everybody said they couldn't do it and everybody said they shouldn't do it. You were a part of it. I listen. You said it before. You have 5 kids. You have a beautiful wife. You have an awesome family. So while you have no fear of fighting, I'm sure you had some concerns, even if they were minuscule, about being around the other people because of the virus and everything. And I'm sure then Jacare testing.
Trying to be as safe as possible. Always.
Right. Yeah. So, but now that you went through it, and you did it all, you're ready to go again because now you know you can do your job again safely 100%. And I know you believed it before, but until you do it, you didn't do it. So now you know. So should everybody, not just in the fight world, but should we get back to the world again now? I mean, you went through, going through the fight and everything else that you went through, no fans and everything, but based on what you did and how you got there and how safe you were treated, do you think that the world can get back now if they implement those kind of procedures in the workplace for everybody?
Yeah, I really do. I mean, it's going to be hard as hell to test everybody in a workplace, but take the necessary precautions. Everyone out. Wash your damn hands. Don't be dirty. Get some hand sanitizer. Get some wipes. If you cough or sneeze, cover your damn mouth. Right. Don't be a child about it. Inconsiderate asses. Cover that shit. Elbow. Demonstration done.
I love it. I listen, I'm in my house, and if I cough in my house, I cover my mouth. Even if I'm in a room like this by myself. It's just a habit. I always cover my mouth.
I'm covering everything.
Yeah, and besides, when I do it this way, then I don't get goobs on my hands. It's just in my elbow, and I just, rub it in with the other arm.
Right into the shirt. Yeah.
Right into it and move right on. So
it's lotion.
All right. So Mike Perry's the next guy you have targeted on your list. So what do you do? Do you reach out to your management, or do you just, reach out to McMahon and say, look, me and Mike are in the same spot right now. I want fucking Mike Perry.
I'll message him when my face is all good. And I'm like, yo, what's up? How y'all doing?
You can do that now. Your face is good.
No, I mean, I want to know. I need to know what, I'm gonna DS. I need to know what's up with this. I mean, they said that, holy shit, it looks good. And you probably won't need anything. But I don't believe that until I get the piece of paper saying, yeah, you're clear. Look
at that one. Niko is in his private family ranch, and that's right. I am in my studio on a green screen. Let me give Chris Gerber another green screen setting because I don't think he likes my living room. So let's see. Let's just go to Vegas.
You should make some funny ones.
Oh, I had. Let me see if I still saved them because I did have a couple of funny ones on there that I had. No, I took out all the funny ones because I can only have 20 in here. But I had some
You
really
gotta
funny
have
ones.
one with like boobs everywhere or something.
I got some cool ones in here. I mean, I got this one. This is just like a white studio background. You can't even see all of it. Niko Price versus Mike Perry on Fight Island. That's what they want to see. There it is right there.
Oh,
Dizzy wants to see
I
that.
like or Jeff. I like the Jeff one better. I'd like to fight him again. I like Jeff. He's a good guy.
All right, you know what? I'm going to Vegas. We're in the Apex now. Fuck it.
Ooh, Apex in it.
Yeah, that's it. Shout out Nico representing 239. That's Chris Gerber.
Cape Coral's finest.
Cape
That's
Coral's
what we do. We represent it.
Amen
Represent
to
the
that.
CC.
So if you guys, I'm going to give you guys 60 seconds. If you got a question for Nico, because I'm going to let him go so he can go get beat up by his children a little bit before he goes to sleep. So if you got any questions for Nico, ask them now.
Am I questioning someone?
I'm waiting to see something pop up. Don't forget, guys, while we're waiting to see some questions pop up, you can see the banner on the screen. Wednesday night, I'm going to have Contender Series and Island Fights veteran Impa Chilibo Kasunganai on the show. We're going to have him on Wednesday. Tomorrow night, we are going to go to separate interviews, but two guys from Clarksville, Tennessee, Jacob the Killer Kilburn, Island Fights veteran, Contender Series, and now he's in the UFC, and he's going to be calling out my other guest, Nate the Train Landwehr, who had a great fight on Saturday, man. Entertained the crowd, fighting with one arm behind his back. This kid's a fucking straight savage. I've known him from my XFC days. They don't like each other. They're both from the same small town in Tennessee, which is really cool. So they're going to be on Tuesday night. And then Wednesday, like I said, Impa. But on Thursday night, we're going to have a man on the show. He's the head coach and the mastermind behind Team Oyama, Colin Oyama. He's the coach. He's awesome. He had two fighters win on 249, and then the next night, and then on Saturday, his fighter Cheeto Vera took a loss that he should not have taken. Cheeto won that fight. So, and we're going to talk to the coach about that. Plus, he was there. He was in Jacksonville for all three events. So we're going to get.
I remember.
Yeah, he's a cool dude, man. We're going to get his take on the whole week. But now, so we got some comments coming in.
There when I fought.
All right, so here we go, Nico. First question, and we're going to give you 4 questions, and then we're going to roll you out of here. First one: who would you like to fight if you could fight anyone in the world, living or dead? I'd go with anybody dead because they can't fight back. That's just me, though.
That's a good. I like that one. That's a good. Fuck, you know who would be fun to fight?
Amanda Nunes.
He just got promoted into the fucking Hall of Fame. Kevin Randleman.
Wow, that'd be a hell of a. That'd be good.
That would be a fight, bro.
I think he'd kick your ass though, but it'd be a fun fight.
Dude, I don't give a fuck. I can fight Kevin Randleman. Let's go. I'm so sick. I'm about the legacy, baby. Let's go. I want to fight the best people.
All right, here's the next question from Dizzy. Nico, would you face Jeff Neal? He's on a really good streak.
Of course, silly. I'm part of that damn streak.
Yeah, they already fought.
I'd love to go back there and fight him too.
Dizzy, don't you remember that fight? They kind of dropped each other at the exact same time, a la Rocky and Apollo Creed. You know what I'm saying?
The double
drop. Nico said that was his favorite moment ever in a fight, was the double drop with him and Jeff Neal, because that's such a unique thing.
How did you see that? How did you see that? How many times did you see 2 people pop up? Oh shit!
I saw 2 people knock each other out. I saw 2 people knock each other out cold years ago. Shoney Carter, you know who Shoney Carter is, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Shoney Carter was the referee of this fight. And I know it took you a second. Like, yeah. Shoney Carter was the referee of this fight. These 2 guys both threw the exact same punch, and they both landed, and they both went to sleep, dude. It was. I'll find the video. I'll send it to you, dude. It was so funny. You're like,
I said that I wish that happened when me and Jeff did it, because then we would have totally got knocked out of the night, both of us.
And you would have fought again because it would have been a draw.
Facts.
I mean,
my way back.
If you both went out.
Hey, you can start me from the bottom. I'm cool with it. It doesn't bother me. I will work my ass off to get back to where I need to be. So.
And we all know that about you. You're one of those dedicated, work hard guys, not afraid to take an L, because for you, an L isn't a loss. An L means a learning experience.
Yes.
Yep. All right. And let's see. The last question.
You rock. Thank you.
Somebody wants to see this fight: Lawler and Niko Price.
That's my dad. Yeah,
I know. That's why I said someone. I was trying not to, your dad wants to see you fight Robbie Lawler. But here's the last question. What's your favorite fight? Your favorite fight besides your own from these last 3 cards? What fight did it for you?
My favorite? Oh, Miguel.
Yeah, out of all, huh?
Miguel Baeza. He went in there, dude. He went in there with a legend, and then he did what you're supposed to do. You finish legends.
A legend.
Yeah, you know how you get your name out there? You knock a legend out.
Let me see something here. Talk.
Here. Whoa. Didn't work.
It's doing a little. Say your name. Niko.
Niko. Oh. Price.
Price.
That's right.
I like you said that. Price.
Niko Price.
It reminded me of the dude Pig Vomit in the Private Parts movie, the Howard Stern movie, when he was trying to teach her to say WNBC. He was like, WNBC. And you just went, Price. Oh, my God.
You, man, I'm going to be a movie.
So that's all the questions. Oh, wait, one more question. There's the last question, absolutely. Musasi or Lima, who wins?
Oh, I like that one.
That's a good fight. I'm taking Lima.
You're going Lima?
Sure am.
I like Lima.
He's hungry.
I think Musasi's a bigger Lima.
I would give you that. He's a little bit bigger. But
Lima. I go Lima.
All right. I like how that was really easy to flip you. I got you. But now, guys, I also want to let you know, man, like I said, Niko's at home on his private family ranch. She's got the lake and the river and the kids. And there's so much fun down there. In the near future, I'm going down there with the full camera crew, and I'm going to film a day in the life of Niko and the 5 kids and his wife and the chickens and the possums and raccoons. I'm going to have to make sure I wear body protection so his kids don't hit me in the balls. I need to get one of those suits where the dog trainers do, where the dog can't bite through, so this way your kid can't cut me with a knife on my ankle, because I know he's going to be looking, So I got to get protective gear. But before we let you go, but we are going to film that, guy, and I talked with Niko about that, and it's going to be a really interesting thing to see, because you guys all know Niko as a fighter. And the people that know Niko, like some of his friends and family that are watching, they'll tell you that the fighter is just this much of who Niko really is, because there's so much more to him. So we're going to give you guys a deep inside look. We'll probably do it this summer where we can have some fun out on the water and get all goofy. And, and the kids aren't in school anyway. So, but we're going to bring you guys something special. We're going to put together a whole big production for you guys. It's going to be the first project like this that I'm taking on. And I can't think of anybody else I would rather do it with Niko, because Niko's just good people. And like I said, I've talked to Niko. I heard some of the stories. He shared a couple of stories with you guys tonight. And, we're just going to go down there and put the cameras on and just let shit go. This will probably end up leading to a reality show. We're just going to end up making a reality show for Niko. And it's going to be awesome. But so you guys that like Niko and you follow Niko, be prepared and be ready, because you're going to get a look, and you're going to see what life is like for a day or two out on the Niko Price family farm. And, I hope you bring your dad out there when we're coming out. Get dad and mom out there.
That's my neighbor.
Your dad's a trip, dude. I love your dad. Your dad's a funny fucking dude.
I have a trail through the woods to my dad and my mom's house.
Oh, cool. We can go over there.
They're 5 acres.
Scare the shit out of them.
Back from my 3.
I just picture hanging out there on your property all day, riding an ATV, shooting guns in the air, like just being stupid.
Yeah. And fishing in the creek.
Oh, wait. Here's from your dad. Adrenaline Fishing Captain Richie Price on Facebook. I will take you guys. All right, there you go. Look at your
Yeah,
dad.
he's a charter captain.
You see what your dad's doing? He's throwing a plug. Like he's advertising on my show. He didn't even fucking ask. What a ballsy motherfucker. Son of a bitch.
Hey,
That's called.
That's a crazy guy.
That's what I do for sponsors. You know, like my sponsor, Enstill Nutrition, and Brad Bishop and Enstill Nutrition, who supports my show and has for a long time. And look at your dad. And it's my fault because I put the comment up because I didn't realize what it was. Richie, you're a bastard. I hate you. Look at him going. He's going. Yep, that's me.
He is probably. He's gonna text you like, "You like how I did that?"
Yeah, I'm sure he is. He's probably texting you right now. Well, listen, Niko, thank you so much for always taking the time, man. I interview a lot of people, you know I do, and you know your interviews are always so much fun because it's always all my interviews are organic, but you and I just we just start going and just wherever it goes, man. And some people I tried to interview Alistair Overeem a couple of times, and this is how the interviews went. So Alistair, man, you finally made it to the UFC. You know, how excited are you? What are you looking forward to? Fighting. That was it. Like he's a little more personable now, but man, the
How
first
many
time
fights does Alistair have? Alistair has to be coming up on like
68, I think, MMA fights, maybe 70. Now we have to look it up before I let you go. You see what you did? All right, let's see.
I know Sam Alvey told me that his last fight was like his 70th.
He's 46 and 18, so 56, 64, like I said.
Damn.
That's just MMA fights. That doesn't include any of his
That's not K1
and other shit that he's done. So it's crazy. And he just turned 40. He's only 40. He turned 40 right after the fight the other night against Walt Harris. So yeah, that was rough.
I gotta get over to these kids now. Sorry, man. I keep going on other subjects.
That's what I'm saying. We can keep rolling out because that's what we do. But guys, that's Niko the Hybrid Price. Even taking an L, look at how happy he is, man. He takes an L, he learns from it. He's healed up like the Wolverine. He's got incredible healing powers. We're gonna let him go because he's gonna go in the house. He's gonna get beat up by 5 more people right now. Well, 4. Well, 5 with the wife. So soon 6. When the little one learns how to walk, you're a dead man probably. So we're gonna have to get you some protective gear.
Somebody just started shooting.
Really?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what kind of.
It's probably. We were talking about tonight. Your dad out in the yard just shooting fucking bing, bing, bing.
Oh, that wasn't him though. That came from the front of the house. That came from like where the homeless people live in the woods.
Uh-oh. Well, you might have to go out there and cut a motherfucker.
I'm just gonna load the shotgun up and get ready for if anything happens.
All right. Well, listen, Niko, always a pleasure to have you on the show, man. You are truly one of my favorite guests, man. I love just talking with you and just keeping it real like we always do.
Thank you, sir.
We will talk again soon. Tell Eric, because I messaged Erica when you didn't respond to me earlier. I'm like, Erica, I need you to remind him because behind every good man is a better woman. That's what I told him. Yeah. Your dad said he didn't hear no guns. He thinks you're making shit up.
I heard it.
But listen, Niko, you have a wonderful night. Tell Erica I said hello, and I love you guys, man. And be well, stay safe, and we'll talk again soon. And we're definitely going to do that project this summer. I'm going to put all of it together, and it's going to be fucking epically insane. So you go ahead and jump on out, and we'll catch you next time, boys and girls. That is the one and only Niko the Hybrid Price. Yeah,
later, guys.
Later, bro.
Be good, man. Deuces.
All the love, brother. So boom, and that's it. So we got to get out of here, kids. Oh wow, look, that's weird. The green screen all started acting sketchy. But anyway, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Thanks for being here tonight. Tomorrow night, don't forget, I'm gonna have Nate the Train Landwehr, Jacob the Killer Kilburn, 2 guys that don't like each other. Jacob wants to fight Nate. Nate has no interest in Jacob. They won't be on together unless something changes, but they're going to be on tomorrow night. Wednesday night, Impa Kasunganai, and Thursday night, Coach Colin Ayama. Until then, I am Christopher James. As always, you've been Cage Side, and thanks for letting me be a part of your life today and for you guys being a little part of mine. God bless. Stay safe. See you next time. We are out of here.